I'll turn this one into a part 2 since I don't want to make this, entire segment too long. Just knowing that it was this kind of moment that I'll never ever forget, right? So, it's just remembering this very day that I'll never ever forget, even if it's like 30 years from now, right? So, I want to get into this part where I was actually heading back home, and obviously I had to take public transportation to get there, and I remember that I did not take the shuttle. I did not take the shuttle. So I ended up actually walking all the way to, I think I walked all the way down to where the metro station is. And it was already dark by then, right? So I waited there, and then I took the red line back to downtown LA, right? And now after that, I think it took me to, I was heading back outside waiting for the bus, right? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw the bus almost about, I think I was waiting with all those people right there that are also trying to take the bus back home, right? And so I saw, they were waiting with me. And after that, I saw the bus coming, right? I saw the bus, and it looked like it was about to go away. I was just sitting there with my sketchbook and all that, and then I saw the bus was about to depart, and so fortunately, I caught up to it, and just knowing that I thought I was gonna miss it, because what time was that? I think it was like around 9 something, or it was like close to 9 o'clock. And if I missed it, I think I would have to wait like another hour or so, or another half an hour, and I would have been home way later. So I took the bus and headed back on the freeway and departed from from downtown LA. And then after that, we were I'm headed back to what was it? Yeah, I think the bus eventually took me back to the mall, and then from there I just walked right back, and I think I went through the mall, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and then after that I just headed back home. That was just a long ass walk, believe it or not. It was just a long trip going back. Because remember, back then I did not have a permanent car yet. Although I do have my driver's license, I didn't have a permanent car then. So it was a hell of a trip though. It was definitely worth it. And just when I thought I was not able to go, I had to make myself go, because I already had the ticket for it, right? So who was I going to go with? Nobody was going to be available. And, I thought Russ, I didn't even know Russ that well back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we watched a movie together, but I didn't have his number then, right? We just emailed each other. And, we watched that movie together, way back home. And after that, I didn't know who was going to go with me, right? And, that's all my classmates were. Hey, you want to go with me? This and that. And nobody was available. I even went to, this one event, and I even made the announcement. Did I make the announcement? I think I did. About the whole One Kapamilya Go thing on Sunday. It looks like no one's interested. And after that, I ended up fortunately I just met a couple of friends. This was like a couple days after, like before, and this was like a few days before, but even then I still wasn't sure if I was able to go, because they lived way out far, and I'm talking about like one of them was in Moreno Valley, the other one I forgot, but I just know she lived like I'm talking about Jean. I forgot where she lived, but I know she was like way far out. in the LA area, like the further part of LA, right? So, oh man, I think we're gonna really get some lightning and thunder, because look at the way the clouds are shaped out to be. Just look at the way that these clouds are shaped out to be. I hope I'm right, but so yeah. Unfortunately, I was able to make the experience happen. This is why it's a lengthy video, but this one's a two-part. Let me just address the part from, what would have been like had I gone with let's just say with everything I have now, the friends I have, the car that I have, the smartphone that I have. Boy, I wouldn't mind paying for the parking, right? Aside from the ticket that I already bought, I wouldn't mind. I forgot how much parking was at the time. I don't think I ever knew what parking, the fee costs at the time for Universal. It would probably been only like $10-15, I think. I mean, that's just my wildest guess, considering how cheap the tickets were, or I wouldn't say cheap, but like less expensive the tickets were back then. But let's just say if those were the prices, hell, I would have brought these friends with me: Eugene, Abbas, Russ. Well, I don't know about all like the entire group. Maybe just Eugene and Russ, but we would have gone there, and it would have been easier for us to get to the show. So we would have probably been there by like 9 and just ride the rides first, right? Ride the tram, right? I think at that time it's probably The Simpsons. Not anymore. Back to the Future. I still like Back to the Future way better than that. So, I would have the car, right? Let's see, I'm the car that I'm driving now, to Universal. Have my smartphone. I get to the show. I would do all the recordings. I have social media. Just post them on Facebook /Instagram /YouTube, right? Snapchat, right? I have all the videos and all that. I did not have a video camera, my own video camera then, but I would definitely would have had a lot of videos. Now if I was to watch the show, videos of I can capture the whole story if I have to, like clips to make it a whole story of how I got there, right? So I would have definitely had advantages. And same with the LA Convention Center. That's the next topic I'm going to talk about. Like when that very day comes, I went with Nathan. Unfortunately, he was able to drive me over there, right? So yeah, it was just one hell of an experience in this one. But yeah, just imagine if I had this iPhone now. Shoot, even though it's got a lot of glitches. I still would have gotten some much better quality pictures with Julia and Kathryn. I would even have a selfie out there in front of them, right? And I'm trying to remember if you had to pay for an additional, just to sit in the front seat. Hell, if that was the case, I wouldn't mind, because even though I would have already had to drop it in this case, still being in this dump, even though even though the pay ain't shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I definitely would have more of an advantage. And so, having said that, I think it would have made my trip a lot better. And then we would have done so much more than just what I did. Yes, I was able to ride a couple of rides, but I would have done so much more, even like before the concert and after the concert, right? So I would have done so much more, until the park closes. So that would have been a better trip for me, with what I have now, right? Pictures and all that, sending it to the guys, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, I think I would have, it would have been a much better trip. But for the most part, just it was still an awesome experience no matter what. And yeah, dude, I just hope I can see them in person again, whenever that will be. I know I still got a lot of stuff going on, but for the most part, I think, you know, maybe there'll be a future. We'll see. But my future now is, you know what it is, to get out of this dump. All right, this is all I want to talk about, so peace out.